Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today's video is about two things. One, neck training, or my neck training, and me getting a smaller waist and how I'm going to get that. The inspiration for today's videos, I will provide links up above so you can click on them and click to the place that refers to that, that is the part what I'm discussing. That is the I know what, I could edit this video, or I could just re-film this video, but I'm not. But you guys know what I mean. Like, I'm gonna put one of those bubbles up so you can click. There's a link that you can click on that will take you to the exact part of the video that I'm talking about and which part I'm talking about. All right. So, the video was inspired initially by Chris Jones's video. I will provide the link to it, and it's talking about how he has a really thick waist and how he's trying to get it trimmer. For me personally, obviously I don't want a fat waist, but if I have like more muscle around my waist, that's not going to be so much of a problem for me, because that's going to be more padding, more shock absorbency for when I take blows there. So yeah, but I was inspired by this video because closer to the end, and I'll provide that part there where he starts talking about it. He started talking about stomach vacuums, which all of us, all of those who've watched Elliot Holt's videos will probably have seen that video too. So I've decided that I'm going to be doing that every morning, as Chris Jones suggests, because when you go up, when you wake up to go for a wee, just start doing it from then, and that will ensure that I have a flat stomach naturally, as well as the fact that it's also because I've been dieting and I've lost fat there. Do you know what I mean? Like, I do believe that for me personally, my core, my inner girdle is as strong as it should be. So by me doing these things, they will be as strong as they would be, and my core will be as tight, and my stomach will be as flat as it's meant to be. And then after that, with my dieting, you know what I mean, I just have a really flat stomach. And that's what Chris was saying as well. Link will provide it for when he starts talking about it. He said, you guys who are dieting right now, I recommend you do this. And that's when I thought, you know what? Ding, light bulb moment. Yes, I'm going to do it, because I am dieting right now. I am cutting right now. And if doing this ensures that I can have an even flatter stomach, and like my stomach is not it's not sticking out even though I've lost the fat there, then that's an ideal scenario. Then I remembered Elliot Holt's video, and he talked about the same thing as well. It's quite a long video, but it's worth watching. And his is a development on what Chris Jones is saying. Elliot Holt goes a bit more deeply, he's a bit more technical, and he says, as well as you doing this, and holding your breath for 30 seconds. For 30 seconds, obviously, I'm going to do it for longer when I'm not showing you guys. He also says, as well as doing that, clench your anal sphincter as well. Like, clench your butt cheeks, like you need to poo and you're holding it in, and that's how you're activating the God's weightlifting belt, as he calls it. So check out the video. And the other part I wanted to discuss is neck training. I remember when I was about 16 years old, one guy, a friend of mine, we were opposite each other in the library. He just looked at me one day and went, "You've got a really skinny neck." And I was like, "What?" Yeah, that's just a random comment to me. Like, he's a straight talker. Do you know what I mean? And I thought to myself, you know what? I probably do, because I've never really done like real hard work, having to carry heavy things and things like that. So my neck is probably well neglected. So what I've decided to do is do a regression of what Mike Tyson does. I'll provide a link to that as well. What Mike Tyson does is he lays on the floor, then his head is like this on the floor, and only his heels are on the floor, so only the back of his head and his heels are on the floor. The rest of his body is elevated. What that means is that most of his weight is being carried by his ankles and his neck. And then what he does is he shifts the weight more onto his neck, and he does all this kind of stuff on the floor. So I'm gonna do a regression of that, which is basically on the wall. Where's my towel? Like this. So this is a wall, there's a window, and I'd be doing what Mike Tyson does, but against the wall. Like this. And when I feel confident, and when I feel sure that I won't, do you know what I mean, stab my own neck, do it on the floor, then I'll start doing it on the floor. But every morning when I wake up, I'm gonna do that because I'm gonna build up my neck. One, because it's the sign of, you know, a strong body. Two, it just makes sense, not just because of the boxing, but also because you just need it in everyday life, you know. Say if, you know, you're in a car suddenly turns and you're in an accident or something, and that whiplash thing, you know, that whiplash can be avoided if your neck muscles are strong. Because what is whiplash? You're going this way and suddenly kaplow. Do you know what I mean? But if you're going this way and your neck's strong, when you suddenly go this way, your neck will probably just go to boom. Do you know what I mean? Me and my weird sounds. That's what Asians are like. We make weird sounds to describe our things. But yeah, so you know what I mean? You know. So yeah, that's whiplash. And so I've even found I'm not sure I'm not the only one. Sometimes if I just suddenly look left or look right very quickly, I get a brief sensation of whiplash, you know? So yeah, so basically this video is wake up in the morning, stomach vacuums, and do my neck bridges, and start building a big ass neck. Grow stronger.